What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Savad, a.k.a. Davis Backwards. I'm here with my brothers. We're about to have a great safe space. And what safe space is Sincerity Ain't For Everybody. We're about to talk about some great subjects, just have a great conversation. I am joined by none other than, state your name, gangster.
What's up, people? This is Jimmy, aka at JW the Blueprint of War Room Sports and War Room Sports TV. Like you see the merch. Yeah. What's going on, gentlemen? How y'all?
Good. You already know, man. It's Philmatic 365, aka Gold Blooded, aka Philly Loman.
Philly Loman,
moving around. You already know, man. One half of the Heat Hold This Tissue on the Tape podcast. You already know.
All right, it's your boy Dev Mac. Also of War Room Sports. I'm here live from Akon City. Let's get it.
Spending them Bitcoins.
I mean,
I
want to be a community organizer. I'm already setting up my campaign to be that in Akon City. What about y'all, man?
Spending them Acoins, man.
I'm gonna be a professional bum in Akon City. You know.
Laying around them plush streets.
Streets of gold.
No, man. Phil's still gonna be out there selling, man. Philly Loman. Don't even ask how. Cats don't even get Philly Loman, man. Don't even ask how.
I'm gonna be going spaceship to spaceship and instead of door to door.
Yo, I know one thing, man. We gotta get out of here, man. Cause we gotta get out of here. Because I mean, I'm really ready to make this argument, and people think that I'm joking, man. That likes are worse than crack. Like. I mean, you know, I think I'm gonna write me an essay or something, man. Likes are worse than crack. I'm really ready. I'm really ready to have this debate, man. I know what the crack epidemic, man, and I know what happened.
It's definitely but this is an epidemic as well, man. Like the stuff that you see on social media these days, man, it's just not right. What people will do for some views and some likes.
That it's just not right. All right. Yo, cats eating cereal out of each other's mouth, B.
Oh, some dude took it even farther, man. Some dude put milk in his mouth and let the dog eat it out of his mouth.
Come on, man.
It's like even when you come up with something stupid, somebody got to one up the stupid and be stupider. Like
I don't know how far this is going. I mean, you saw the John yesterday with a chick, like her girlfriend got shot, and she ain't called a cop. She was on live, and like you know, but the girlfriend who got shot is laying on the ground, just got shot, car pulled off. She's smiling for the gram, like
no, she threw up her signs. Her set.
Yeah,
come on, man. Come on,
man. She was like, you know, thug life. It ain't, you know, this is what we do. We get shot.
Everybody get shot every day. We all we got. And,
yo, even the gangsters can't control themselves, dog. Like even the Stone Cold Street gangsters, they love likes.
Yeah, these chicks out here sucking off gas pumps, like it's
yo, man. I was hoping she got like a 93 octane lead poisoning, yo.
Dude. I thought the point of the video was something was going to slip. I wanted her to swallow some gas just because.
Dog, the Secretary of the Treasury for the United States of America is on the gram stunting, cuz. Like, come on, man. Like, everybody love likes. We know our president love likes. Like, my man shoot off missiles and go right to the gram. Like,
you know, this is MLK weekend, so it's become tradition to put MLK on your party flyers and.
Oh, man. Y'all saw the one
look
that I
like
put
everything he was fighting against. But I've seen 3 so far.
I was like, man, MLK didn't get smothered in the hospital room for this, yo.
No,
they ain't ready for that story, Phil. They ain't ready for that story. They don't want that truth.
He sure did not. He sure did not.
So we gotta get our A coins up because it's about to be over here, man. Like
A coins, or we just got to get this spaceship together. We've been talking about for 10 years.
Yeah,
like
we need a safe spaceship.
Yeah. Dog, I saw a picture of a party, right? And it's these kids. I ain't even gotta tell you what kind of kids. And one of the kids, is like leaned up against the wall on their head, and the other one is like pouring cough syrup in their rectum, right? Because this is how they're getting high. And I'm like, yo,
they're getting high in reverse now.
Yo, I'm like, hold up. So. And it's funny, Cole made it a meme and was like, yo, the terrorists can't win because there's nothing we ain't going to do to ourselves anyway. Like,
what I always wonder, though, is if the technology was available to prior generations, how would prior generations have acted?
The same way. I don't think that we're getting crazier. I think that it just gives us a platform
We
to show
just
our
have
crazy
access
and get
to it
attention,
more.
man. Man, this is Maslow's hierarchy of needs at play right here, man. Like
Talk to him.
I'm just saying, like, listen, we're humans, man. So it's like certain things. This is the beauty of social media. If you're talking about it from a business standpoint, it hit on something, right? We all have this need to, like, we don't want to feel alone, which you never feel alone when you have this device in your hand, right? Yeah. You like the attention. We love attention, man. Like, you know, after we get our food and shelter, this is what happens, man. And it hit on something, and people are willing to do anything for attention.
Whoa. Food and shelter, cool. There's something that goes in between.
No, there is. But the thing is, though, I always argue with that anyway, because what I recognize is after you have your basic necessities, cats just don't want to be alone, man. I think that needs to come down on the pyramid, but that's either here or there. That's a whole other debate for a different show. But my point is, it's hit on something, man. Because, like I said, you have people from all walks of life. You have people who are the secretary of the church, people at the highest levels of government, the highest levels of business, down to the people who are, you got
LaRonda.
You got homeless cats that still want to get on the gram, and you know what I'm saying. and let's not mention the young ladies with no dad at home. Like, we ain't gonna get into that.
Yeah. No, it's some other things on that totem pole, but for some of them things, you got to get attention in order to set yourself up for some of that stuff. I mean, like y'all saying, I mean, we had slang terms like drawing way before social media, but it's just on a different level now. And I wonder if we had that kind of technology back then, I wonder what it would have looked like.
I'm actually glad we didn't, because we did some dumb stuff.
So glad.
We drew ourselves.
Glad.
We probably been the worst on social media. We probably half of the dumb stuff we did, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Vibe, no, I would have been the worst.
I like to say we wouldn't, but at the same time, dog, I can't promise you that.
I mean, a lot of stuff, though, we like to, make each other laugh. You know what I mean?
But that's the point. We would have been, but there's still that aspect of it that's on there now. I don't think we would have been doing none of the dumb stuff that
because stuff. The only reason I say that is because, behind closed doors or outside of your house, you know what I'm saying? We did crazy stuff, stupid stuff, but at the end, I think we were still good kids, so we wouldn't want blast it out to the whole world. But
some of the car races on Lincoln Drive might have been on live though. We'd have went live though. You know what I'm saying?
The ability to film everything and to actually have it at your disposal, I think that's a big part of it. Obviously, the dissemination, that's a whole nother part of it for it to go around the world. But I think this the ability to always document, or there's no more folklore. If Jim told me that he dunked on you, Dev, tomorrow, I'd be like, that's cool, but where's the video?
Exactly. It ain't happening if I can't see
video.
Yeah. So that part of it.
Shout out to my man Scott Speed. You know what happened. But
not Dr. Scott.
Dr. Sundiata, my man. He know what happened. He might have forgot. He might have put it out of his memory, but he know what happened.
He gonna tell you there's no footage though.
Right, exactly. Yeah. That part of it is just like Phil, you always talk about the infamous the high school gym fight. Where our man jumped from the bleachers.
That was after y'all left, but we had
I was about to say, was this at one of our games or something?
It was at a girls basketball game.
Okay.
But the thing about it is, though, that some of those stories are greater because of that.
Right, exactly.
Because there's no video, you can embellish.
Guess who was involved though? Islam.
I was about to say it. I know Islam was involved.
You already know.
Shout out to the brother.
Islam is like the greatest, he's like one of the greatest dudes you'll ever meet, but he never lacked for temper. Like the bull guy.
No. This one was deserved. They was messing with his future wife.
Sometimes it's deserved. But,
them boys got dumped on. Dumped on.
It's oftentimes deserved by the victim or the quote unquote victim.
My man Islam is definitely like the Incredible Hulk. He's like the most humblest guy you'll ever meet.
Put it down if you have to.
Yeah. He when he go from David Banner to the Hulk, it's a wrap for whoever on the other end.
Shout out to the brother, man. But though, it's like Wilt scoring 100, right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
you know, it's but those things will never happen.
Like if you ever saw the footage and you saw he never left the paint, like he didn't go back on defense, doesn't diminish it? Because it was no 30-second rule.
So basically, you're saying if he was mellow balling it,
yeah, if he just cherry picked the whole game. If he just cherry picked the whole game and you just saw that he was just dumping the ball in the bucket, like after they missed, like you would be like,
But even when you read the history of it, and you see that after he had like a certain number of points, they like were forcing it, like literally forcing it. I mean, he'll tell you that. Well, he would have told you that, but he did write it.
What's even crazier though, Jimmy, this is what we talked about the other day. I don't remember if it was in the chat or actually on the show, but we talk about stuff where we do have footage, but it's still the lore still grows. Like, you know, the Knicks and their championship with Willis Reed, you know, how heroic of a moment that was, but Bull actually came in, scored 4 points, 3 rebounds.
And tried it all because they only show you that one piece of footage.
Right.
Meanwhile,
Clyde Frazier indubitably
cooked
them.
Or how Joe Namath got into the Hall of Fame because he wagged his finger. I mean, not that because he was a good quarterback. I mean,
the great one is what Casey
Yeah.
Mack said, the Kirk Gibson home run. You know what I'm saying? What he's doing his whole. You know what I'm saying?
And that was game one.
That was game one.
Yeah. So some stuff we even have footage of, but it's still the legacy of it. Just it's bigger and bigger. The legend.
It's like the crossover. It's like AI crossing over Jordan. I was there. They lost. Like, the Sixers lost.
And Mike was.
It wasn't even close.
And that was good defense.
Wasn't even close. Yeah.
But I mean, it is what it is, man. I just know that, like, you know, these likes, man, is something different. But I think that, like, Dev, I think the point you made is why I think that it would have been the same regardless of whenever you drop it, because
I would have gotten in trouble with some other kind of videos.
I mean, that too.
Admittedly,
that too.
And let's not bring up our toxic masculinity back then.
Yeah.
Oh no, man.
Look, there's no statute of limitations for that. So we gotta be careful with that.
Yeah. Right.
And as a person that may or may not have carried a large bottle of Hennessy everywhere he went throughout college, in his book bag.
See, but that's the thing. Yeah. If technology was like that back then, and the rules were like that back then as well, the PC rules, the quote unquote Me Too rules, be a lot of dudes in trouble.
Absolutely,
a lot of dudes in trouble. Like, it wasn't nothing to just grab a chick arm on South Street, like, you know,
or other. Yeah. And then
not even before that. You talk about elementary school. How you I mean, pinch and tell that that's how she know you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody would have had you all on Snapchat though, like, oh, I got him.
And then all the people that we revered, they would have
call it smooch.
We would have hated them.
You smooched her butt. Fucking smooching. You smooched her butt.
Yo, it's like as written in Sports the Book. If certain people had Twitter, right? Like, imagine Charles Barkley in his prime having the ability to, like, just go on Twitter.
He's trying now, coming at people next.
Yeah, coming at people next.
Or imagine Tupac, like how we would look at him different, or look at him, you know, or Big. Any of these dudes that we revered then.
Yeah, I don't want to see Big on IG Live, dog. I just did.
Yeah, man. Like, or how about the story comes out that, you know, that E40 could have X'd them out, and then it's all over social media. You know, they're gonna have footage of that, and then you know, we look at Big different, and you know, it's just. But would they still know who did? Would they still be unsolved mysteries, unsolved murders?
I mean,
because the dudes would have been bragging about it, so they would have snitched on themselves.
True. There it is. They've
been solved. I mean, but you know,
they would have had their face covered up,
right?
But they would have had their license plate in the background, like in their address, because they would have been standing in front of their grandma's house.
The way people chase clout cuz because of likes, they would have they came on like, I did it. Like
they would have freestyled about it, because you know, now, you know, you just get on social media and you get yourself a record deal. So
dog, it was one video of some boy like
came out the club and I banged up the truck.
I don't even know who the boy is. He was freestyling about like shooting.
Oh man!
And ended up.
It was the boy in Florida.
He was freestyling about like real shooting that he did or whatever, and they played it in court. You saw
He killed multiple people. He solved the crime.
Yo,
he's a Lilliputian. Shout out to
like nobody even knew. Like you literally just snitched on yourself when no one knew what happened. Oh, like, that's what happened. Oh, that makes sense. That fits the evidence we got.
Well, speaking of laying the murder game down, did any of y'all see the Aaron Hernandez documentary on Netflix?
The Killer Inside.
Yeah, man.
Killer Inside.
Y'all know who didn't see it.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, Phil boycotted, man.
Not interested.
Hey, when Phil says he's not watching something, watch out.
I know, like
I think Phil Hernandez had some personal beef.
Yeah.
Man. The way he reacted to that, man, that wasn't just like, yo, that was something else, man.
He's like, in no way, shape, or form am I going to spend any time watching.
I've been trying to put two and two together. I've been trying to research this because, we know Phil watch everything.
Yeah.
So I was going back trying to get his game logs versus Miami. Like what did this cat do?
They did smoke us one of them Tebow years. They did smoke us one of them Tebow years.
I know, but I wanted to see what he did in particular. I'm like, yo, Phil refuses to watch this. This is a good piece of film.
No, it's been overcovered. I mean,
but it hasn't though. Like
I learned some stuff.
I saw this everything I thought about it when I saw this was like.
Well, no. All right. So here you go. The Boston Globe actually did a podcast about this, and the Boston Globe murked it, and they covered the only thing that you didn't see like the video, but the way the Boston Globe covered it with the podcast, every single thing that's in the Netflix doc was.
I mean, I can see that if it's on a podcast, I can see that.
Like, well, you think Netflix probably got the information?
Probably.
Oh, no doubt.
From somewhere.
Yeah.
No doubt. The whole thing with his mom, like the phone calls with his mom, they covered all of that. They even went into more in depth about his time at Florida, like where to the point where everybody should have knew what time it was.
I just want to know what kind of world we live in where after you die, people have this kind of footage and audio of your life. Like
2020, dog.
I mean, he was in jail, so I guess they record all of those calls, and he was just loose with a lot of the stuff he was saying on that payphone.
Hey, by the way, Phil, I'm gonna need that podcast too, though, because I'm into that pod life.
Oh, I got you. I'll send you the link.
Yeah, I like the potty all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No. You can't be saying that out. You gotta cut that, man, because that need to be for sale, yo. You got to edit that out.
It's potty time. Shout out to Tracy Lee.
Trademark pending.
What up, Trey? Yeah. Trademark pending.
Survived, did you get a chance to see it yet?
No, I haven't seen it yet, but it's on.
He's never going to see it, yo. Don't worry. He's never going to watch it.
Yeah. But Phil,
my plan was to watch it this weekend, but Jimmy put
I forced his hand. But yo, peep this though, because I love documentaries. Like I'm a documentary head. Like, and I realized with Netflix made me realize that I will literally watch a documentary or anything. And I shared that with you for like, yo, I watched a documentary on origami, like, and it was ill though. But I'm like, yo, because the thing about if you're a good what I realize is that people that make documentaries, there's levels to that too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt.
So if you have the ability to make a good documentary, you can make it pretty much about anything, and I'll watch it. But this is sports related, so you got sports, murder, action. I'm all in, dog.
Yeah. People were saying that his girl was this ride or die icon. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah, she top 5 ride or die ever.
Yeah.
Bow Wow.
Plus she was featured on Doggy Style, so you know what I mean. She's
y'all
a G
ruined that,
and a hustler.
Y'all really ruined it. I don't even like that. I gotta take that meme back.
Because I think she's a cute girl, but now I think she's a cute girl, but now you can't unsee Bow Wow.
Yeah, y'all ruined that. That was uncalled for.
Yo, she looks so much like him. That shit's scary, man. I was like,
I know people after that meme, people probably was recalling their DMs and.
No comment.
She was famous for a couple of minutes there.
I got a question for y'all though.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, the national championship happened. Joe Burrow goes down in history. Phil has gone on record by saying that was probably the greatest college football season we've seen, more than likely at least in the past 30 years. But my question is, what would lead, and maybe y'all covered this on your show, but what would lead Travis Etienne, whatever his name is, to return to school? Right now, he's projected to be a top 40 pick. he's returning to school for his senior year, and I can't wrap my head around why he would do that.
Bigger paychecks in college.
That's the only thing I could think of.
That's the only thing?
Listen, man.
It gotta be.
Like, if you guys are in that position where you were either the mentor or the father of a son that was in that position, and he told you that he wanted to go back to school, you know, I want to get my degree, I want to finish what we started. Like, yo, you already got a championship, bro. Like, let's get
There's
it. Like,
no benefit to going back. Like, and it's funny, right? Because I remember I used to wonder. I'm like, why the hell did Wilt Chamberlain go to Kansas, right? And Wilt literally in his book says, by going to the NBA, I took a pay cut. So that always sticks with me, right? So that shows that
back then for sure.
Yeah. So that shows you how he got to Kansas right there. So he's probably gonna be under investigation, man. Because why would you? Like, I don't understand what the benefit of like.
I don't get it, man.
It gotta be like, once that starts, then we're gonna be like, oh, okay, now we see. Once we find out his mom got a nice house in South Carolina somewhere.
When they told him he had to go back, like, hey, you're
wherever Clemson is, North Carolina. What the hell is Clemson? South Carolina or North Carolina? South Carolina. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just one of the weirdest ones, just because, again, as a running back, we know that position, you know, besides just the regular average shelf life of a player is already 3.65 years. You figure running back, it's even
you figure running back with the status of, you know, dude, you know, he's a good player. Like he
can ball too.
You want to get out as early as possible to be able to make this little bit of money that they can make in the NFL with their shelf life. It might be for sure going to be a situation. It might be like, you know, if I leave, then my mom keep her house.
maybe he already come from paper and it don't even matter. Like maybe he already got bread and
he's not ready. He's not ready to be that provider.
No, there are literally cats out there that be like, yo, I don't even like watch pro ball, don't care about pro ball. I want to be a college football player. There's people like that, like believe it. Right?
Because you got those areas.
Probably the dudes who think they're not gonna make it.
Right.
No, but they do. Like, even what's his face said that he declared for the draft. But what's the boy from Georgia? He said that he's like, yo, I don't even got a pro. He said I ain't got no pro team. I don't watch pro football. He said I'm a college football fan.
Because you got those people that's from areas that don't have pro sports. Like I like a couple of the homies is from Alabama. They live and die by college football. Like
they don't care about
college football season over. They like.
And maybe he already come from some bread. Maybe he like you know what I mean? Maybe he like Mike Lowry, but he's still like, you know,
somebody like new
Bad Boys somebody right there though.
I see what you did.
I mean, he's a cop, but he got a trust fund.
That man ain't from that much bread.
I mean, how you gonna judge that man? Maybe from Akon City or something. I don't know where he's from, man.
He's from Louisiana and he plays football.
I mean, all right, never mind. Relation to Clifford Etienne, the boxer.
Clifford Etienne didn't give his life.
No money either. So.
Clifford Etienne did not give his life for this.
He need to go into the league.
Yo, Clifford. No, here's the thing though. Clifford Etienne was a nice boxer though, and was like a considered a scary dude until he ran up against Mike. And Mike
got a plan till they get hit in the mouth.
That's right. Mike had a broke back. Dudes, though. Mike had a broke back and almost his life.
He was pretty much trash after that Tyson fight.
Yeah,
my back is broke.
Dog, that might have been one of the nastiest Mike's knockouts though. Like in retrospect, when you look at all Mike's knockouts, that's got to be up there, dog. Like,
oh, no doubt,
because he caught him like flesh and tore his ACL. Like, yeah, people don't know what we're talking about. Go look up Mike Tyson versus Clifford Etienne, and I believe isn't that the running backs got the same last name or close to something?
Yeah, the same last name.
I wonder if there's any relation. I looked that up.
All right, what else going on out here? Because I was told by somebody, friend of mine who watched the show last week. She said we could have saved some of that sports shit for the other show. I like that. I'm like, you gonna say that right to my face?
That's how I thought. You know, we get together, start talking. There's always go to like sports. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, this is barbershop talk. This is what we. Well, at least where we always end up.
Well, at least you watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Shout out to you, whoever you are. Dev ain't gonna say her name. It's a safe space. Say her name. Hashtag say her name.
Never mentioned
it wouldn't be such a safe space if like B. Austin was here. B. Austin name names every time you say something about somebody.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, he'll put you out there quick.
No doubt. It was shout the Cowboy who got knocked out last night. You still our homie, dog.
Yo, I was looking for those results.
He had everybody fooled, man.
40 seconds, yo.
He got his boot stretch. He got caught one, and then like Yeah, he thought he was somewhere else.
And then that's exactly why I didn't repost the picture with us and Cowboy on the page yesterday and be like, good luck to the homie.
We would have got cooked.
Yeah, I knew it was a chance that McGregor was going.
He got KO corralled, yo. It was ugly, yo.
Like, as much as McGregor's a character, he
shout to everybody on our Facebook page.
He throw them things in the ring.
Even those that threatened to smack Dev's lips off his face.
I'm happy to, visual evidence that I still have my lips. There's some tough guys on the internet and tell you not to be a tough guy while they telling you they're gonna smack the lips.
Shout out to that boy.
Yo.
Oh man.
So Cowboy, I don't think he had any titles to renounce like Harry and Meghan, but
they really on there Akeem and Lisa right
now. Man.
And Meghan not like she's like, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Yo, man, you see all the people talking about how she ruined him?
It gotta be her fault.
I love it, yo.
He most of this is probably him protecting her because the family probably don't like her anyway.
But let me ask.
I wonder why.
Put her on that list on our list.
What?
Hey, Bob. Why ask why when you know why?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
so true.
No, I'm talking about the fact that Prince Harry is renouncing his throne. Does that put her on the mythical list?
Oh.
Sunshine. First of all, though, Prince Harry ain't got no throne to renounce for real.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. He
was in like 40th place for the throne.
He like the Earl or something.
He got like unborn nephews that got a higher claim to the throne than he does.
He got his draft position is worse than Etienne's.
That's why he going to the league. I'm going to the league.
And it's crazy, like you see the opportunities coming their way, so they're not going to be starving. They're not going to miss no meals, dog.
Nah.
Well, they showed the footage of him talking to Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, at the party recently. And while Meghan was talking to Beyonce, he was talking to Bob Iger, and he was just like,
"Look at that!
My wife does voiceovers." And Bob Iger was trying to act, he was placating him. He was like, "Oh, really? Oh, yeah, she's wonderful at it. We should talk about it."
Mm-hmm. She'll be in.
She already got one. She already saw one, didn't she? She signed some sort of Disney princess that she did already.
What, Little Mermaid or something?
They offered her something. Let's put it that way.
They done offered the Little Mermaid to 6 different people.
Listen, man, I tell you one thing, man. Like
Little Mermaids,
you're not gonna miss no meal. She gonna be able to get anything she want. You know what I'm saying?
They gonna have a podcast.
She gonna be able to get her husband.
Oh, yeah.
She gonna be able to get her husband any kind of suits. Don't even ask how.
He's saying they don't want bars. Yeah, they saying they don't want to. They don't want to live that life where the taxpayers are paying for their life. They're either gonna.
So now they're gonna poop on everybody else on the way out.
They're even gonna. They said they're gonna pay 2.4 million pounds. They're still doing pounds over there, or whatever they're doing.
That's kind of their thing.
Back of taxpayer money that they use to renovate where they live, Frogmore Cottage. Sound like a cottage is probably a mansion.
Cottage,
right. 2.4 million.
It sound like they got
like something out of Harry Potter.
A night suit of armor that walk around the joint.
Probably do. Probably guards at the door in armor.
But they realize that by them saying all this, they like pooping on everybody else that's still living their life.
Yeah, like y'all still basically telling them they still live with grandma for free.
It's easy.
And grandma ain't even got no money. Grandma just get taken care of.
You live in grandma's basement cottage.
Yo, man.
I personally though, I ask my wife all the time because I don't know shit and she know everything. Like, what do the Royals do in 2020? Like,
they be royal.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't really have any power to do anything politically.
Mm-mm.
They just got y'all fooled off tradition. Like, pay my bills.
They Kardashian with theirs.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when you go into a job and you be like, why y'all always do that? Because we've always done it. Like,
yeah.
Kardashians don't have any talent, but at least they work for theirs.
I mean, you could argue they got talent.
Put in some mediocre work to start that family.
I would argue they
define talent.
That's what I'm saying. I hold to that. No talent, but they work. Like, she put in some mediocre work to start this empire.
Okay, I mean that definitely wasn't.
I didn't see any talent, but it
definitely wasn't top notch.
The work was put in.
Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, she definitely her OnlyFans would be dry.
Against the Machine.
I don't know about that either though, but that's either here nor there.
No, because that's what she kept calling them in the joint. She kept calling them Rage.
So now they like We know Phil saw the video. We
what else you call it? Yeah.
I don't really know what the Royals do. So you can renounce your 80th place claim to the throne.
Well, the fact that Coach K got more claim to the Duke than Prince Harry is like you first of all, Prince Charles, he's like 85 and he's still not the king yet. Like
still holding off.
Old head still kicking. Like
yo
man, she got vampire blood. Yo,
I mean, but when you don't have to do anything all your life and you get taken care of by the best of the best, you live for no reason.
Merlin put a spell on her.
How old is she actually? How old is she actually? Does it make
probably went to Hogwarts.
95.
95?
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
What's her name?
She the same age as like Cicely Tyson, dog. Which is crazy, right? And I only bring that up because I just watched that Tyler Perry movie last night.
I've been seeing the views on the other side, the opposite side of the spectrum for that. After you talk about Cicely, tell us what you thought about that.
No, I'm just saying because like my point in saying that is like Cicely is 95, but she still is out there acting and like
she says she's not even gonna stop,
but not even like just in roles because you Cicely Tyson. She's out there like really putting in work. Like she was acting.
She got like an Emmy when she was like 90.
Real talk though, Tyler Perry is the only one that's given her a job in like the last decade. But
he has some sort of like I don't know.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Dad. She was on what's the Viola Davis joint?
How to Get Away with Murder?
Yeah, she was her mom on that joint.
Yeah, I stopped watching that after a while.
But I just know that like he loves her. Like I don't know what the relationship is, but I just know that she was out there like acting, not like just being there, but
maybe like his auntie. He definitely don't have a crush on her.
She did the opening skit with Good Kid, Mad City.
Yo, but all I'm gonna say about that Tyler Perry movie is I don't know what's up with like his obsession with these hairdos, man. Like
I saw that. I saw the photo.
He puts wigs on people for no reason. I don't even like understand what be going on other than like it's sometimes it gets distracting.
It's like you could have just used your own hair for that.
Yeah.
Like what's like I want to look like Grady in a suit. Like,
yo, what's the movie he made with Sanaa Lathan when she got like smacked across the room?
Oh, when she got smacked across the table?
That's the hardest smack in TV history, dog.
Oh yeah, when
she was with the white
Kathy
boy. Bates in there.
She said something like, "Your son is a Cartwright" or something. And boy smacked her, and she flew over the counter.
The family that prays.
Like boy hair on there was like ridiculous for no reason. It's like for no reason though.
Yeah.
Man, he got that studio with the big makeup chair. He gonna use it. He was like, we gonna get our money.
That was deeper than a flare chop. That was like a Wahoo McGann.
Like,
she probably finally took off the gloves. He realized she was keeping secrets.
Yo, no comment, man.
Man, like I would not have married you if I knew your hands looked like that.
Nah, that was even worse. She told him that his son was from a white man. That's what that was.
Yeah, she got 10 thumbs.
Your son is a Cartwright. Your son is a Cartwright. He sent her flying like Bill Cartwright.
She pushed buttons with those thumbs.
His jump shot gonna be horrible.
Think about it.
I see what you did there.
But yo, shout out to Queen Elizabeth, double I. She 93. She an Aries gang, you know what I mean? April she gonna be 94. Like Illmatic.
The thing is though, is she really alive? When the last time y'all really saw her? Like
she was just whipping the wheel a couple weeks ago.
I saw her naked gun.
Yeah, they gotta chill with that though, because wasn't that like her? Somebody in the world had just got out of the hospital and boy was like 99 and he was like,
no, she's not driving. That's a remote control car. Yeah.
The lady from Naked Gun looked just like her, so they might have a
stunt double. Yeah,
that might. She might still be playing the queen.
She not. Oh man.
What's the point of driving? I don't even get
She drove though. I'm about to say,
I hate driving now.
And it was crazy because the paparazzi was like at the corner, and she like gave the mean look while she was still driving, and like the passenger, because they're on the other side, so the passenger like kind of put his hand on her shoulder, like, "Hey, pay attention to the road, mom."
Right.
Like,
yo, I'm not riding with nobody that's 95 years old.
Yeah. I'm not riding with nobody that's out of mind, because
she probably don't have that much experience behind the wheel.
Discrimination,
right.
Everything I know about royalty is from Coming to America. So I'm like, if I was royalty, I want rose petals.
Yeah.
I want all that, man.
Hey,
you want washers too?
I know I do.
They gotta, I gotta have the bathers. I don't know about the wipers. Like
that's too much. That's taking it too far.
Just give me a nice bidet or something. I don't need no wipers.
No, but if I'm Royals, though, I'm not driving anywhere. Like I'm gonna take full advantage of every perk. I mean, I guess at some point it gets like you get tired of it too, though. You get like Prince Hakeem.
I get a couple bonus checks and I ain't driving.
I was about to say, I'm like Royals. Like I make $300K a year. I ain't trying.
You talking about? I call an Uber. Like,
somebody gonna drive me. Uber. Shout out to Young Jock. Pull up and go.
Whoa! Oh man! It definitely went down.
Did you see? Y'all see him try to explain that away?
Going down.
But that's the society we live in, man. He can't just get out there and make an honest buck. You know, like that's all he was trying to do, man.
Yo, y'all shaming my man for working.
But, but then the thing is, some people trying to say that it's not real, like it's more clout chasing. Like
that makes it even worse. That's likes. The
likes, he set it up.
Yeah, like because they went in all CSI on it, saying like the Uber emblems is on the wrong side of the window, and like,
they went full don't mess with cats on them.
Yeah.
That joint was crazy. I'm like, all right, I'm done with this.
Yeah, dog. That's another thing. The internet are the greatest investigators, dog. And if you want no proof of that, just go watch that documentary. Again, don't mess with cats.
Or people that don't even know baseball is a sport. They figured out that they was cheating. I mean,
But no, Pete. Not Jock in particular, but since this is about him, do you think some of these people bring those kind of expectations on themselves? Because you look at people that's on shows like Love and Hip Hop or Housewives and all of that kind of stuff. Like they could be broke as a joke, but on that show they're trying to portray a different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody acts rich on them shows. To Jock's credit, he really doesn't.
No, but see,
he don't be trying to act rich.
Wasn't Jock the one living with a bunch of chickens at one point?
Like I say, Jock don't be trying to act rich, but just for other people, because we know he's not the only one who's been shamed like this. But
I think it goes back further than that. So like
Nene can't drive an Uber because rich bitch come out of her mouth every.
She's the one that when you said that, that's the first person I thought of. But
she can't drive an Uber.
But the funny thing is, a lot of them to me don't act rich. They just to me they be scrambling. Like every 3 episodes they try to launch something different. Yeah, man. It's like they're trying to use the platform they got to get something off the ground, and it's like if that don't work, I'm just gonna go to the next thing. So they come up scrambling.
We know she broke.
That told she can't afford it. Yo, and yes, I do watch that. That's my guilty pleasure.
Hey, don't be ashamed. But no, I think it go back for specifically for the rap dudes. I think it go back to like the videos and the songs, because in the songs they talk so greasy to you about they got this, they do this, and then when the fall comes, it's the vapors. So I think that's what it come back for the rap dudes. Down for the other people, it's just
It's part of the culture, though, Phil. Like it may start there, but it's part of the culture, though. Like
I'm convinced in 2020, the rappers that wear the most jewelry are the brokest.
Oh, no doubt, because they wear the most jewelry.
They got that starter kit.
Even that, half that stuff probably don't even be real. But I just think the ones who try to look the richest, they don't know that things flip. Like that's not what you do to look rich anymore. You know what I mean?
Listen, man, I talked to someone personally that works with a popular rapper and said all that stuff is fake. Even the money the boy carry around is like prop money from a movie. Yeah. I was like, that's what they're doing.
I mean, we know Jay is different now. Like, so
I know a couple dudes
that Jay could wear a leather band watch that costs more than those dudes' lives.
Yeah, than the lavish amulets.
You would never know. You know what I mean? I mean, until somebody points it out because it's Jay.
It's going to be pointed out, though.
I was about to say until they point it out. Jay got on the Felipe attack. Right.
It's going to be pointed out. Like, it's a faculty of cats out there that's like that. That's what they do.
Ooh.
I mean,
don't even ask how.
Bars.
They like,
teach them.
I mean, I ain't gonna front. The once in a while that Jay drop an album, he gonna let you know too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
You watch alert. You blow.
He gonna sneak it in there like
he gonna be
like the whole thing of not writing and going to the Writers Hall of Fame. Like we was waiting for
Jay,
that. Definitely.
Jay, like I'm gonna remind you, even though
this particular watch be's a one of one. That means number for it and nothing to come.
Right.
Yo, I know one thing though. Like, shout out to Beyonce, dog. Like her power is just. So I don't know if y'all saw she dropped her collab with Adidas, the Ivy Park joint, on like Adidas.com yesterday, day before yesterday, whatever it was. and it dropped to like 12, right? Noon. By like 12:04, sold out everywhere.
Damn.
Online, at least. They said now they were dropping in some stores or whatever, but like online, everything was sold out within a couple minutes. So she had like real fans that was online pissed, like, damn, I couldn't even get nothing because
Ivy Park keychains, and they on GOAT right now, flipping them.
Are they?
Come on,
man. Social media is an epidemic, and so is Koloffin. People.
No. Specifically for this one, Dad. The people that really hit it hard is the people that have no plans to ever wear it. It's
they just
resellers. Resellers.
Resellers.
The flip game is crazy.
I know, but think about it.
They know them stands going.
I was about to say they're banking on Koloff.
Hive. They're like, where the Hive at?
It all comes full circle.
No, the Hive is real, cause like,
we know that people in this world have little pride, so we can make a whole lot of money.
Yeah,
marking this up.
The Hive got whatever when it comes to B,
They leave them alone online. Let me ask y'all a question though, right? So
they
now
Aaron Hernandez and people.
Do they? Like,
how do you mean, Dev?
Here's a question for you guys.
Right.
We talked about
that has levels. That has onion peel.
Multifaceted.
Yeah.
Listen, man. So we talked about like if social media existed in previous years, who do you think would have the biggest hive that wasn't around for the social media era?
Gotta be big, right?
Jordan.
Pick a Mike. Pick a Mike. Anyone.
Jackson.
Michael Jackson. All day long.
Yeah, man. He's
I was thinking small. I was thinking small when I thought I was thinking big.
No, but you know what?
Don't ask us how.
Yeah, because Mike still got a hive now. He got a hive now. Yeah. So you're right. Let's take Mike out of it. That's different levels, though. Mike,
that's different.
What did he say? Mike had him like in Bangladesh, like
Mike had him jamming in Bucharest,
whatever. It's
jamming in Bucharest.
With a missile on their back.
Fuck is Bucharest, man.
But so my point is like outside of Mike, because that's just another level. Who would have the biggest hive?
Prince would have a hive without even being on social media. I'm like, I don't believe in it.
Yeah,
but he would have like stand accounts just hiving for him.
It could be like Prince.
Yeah,
especially when Warner Brothers was coming at his neck, and when he wrote "slave" on his cheek, you'd have other people writing "slave" on their cheek.
Right, yeah, so that went loud. It'd have been like the slave challenge.
Because Mike Jordan, he would suffer from LeBronism. Like
people be hating on him too.
Yeah, he would be so polarizing. Yeah. There's some people who hate on.
He had a made up stat, so he had a made up stat.
You have a bunch of Mitch Richmond fans hating on him.
all the Clyde Drexler fans, even though Clyde was that dude, it just
So it might be somebody like Prince.
Clyde rocked the horseshoe at like age 19.
Prince stands really do take Prince, personally.
Yeah. Oh,
Prince fans take him personally, so it could be him to have that kind of effect on people.
They all would have had purple avatars.
Even though we're excluding him, definitely Mike, because Mike.
I'm trying to think.
Mike could be accused of playing with little boys, and
it
don't matter. It don't matter.
I mean,
on your Chappelle, like at least it was Michael Jackson. Like,
yeah.
I got raped by Mike. Like, come on.
I'm trying to think. Like somebody like Madonna would have had a crazy high.
Yeah,
she has stands back in the day.
And then like closer to and then like in our era, like Britney, the way she blew up. I mean,
a lot of them rock dudes and them rock bands, they got crazy fans too. I can't name none, but
the Rolling Stones.
But I know
them dudes like 300 years old. They still be selling out shows. Mick Jagger, Keith Richards,
Teddy Pendergrass would have had a full DM, ladies. Teddy P.
Teddy P. DMs, you can only imagine.
He'd have probably got a lot of hate though, because the dudes would have been like, man, fuck
DMs would have been rolling in for Teddy P, man. It would have been crazy.
Man. Rolling in.
DMs might be the equivalent of panties on stage back then. Your DM, throwing your panties onto the stage.
Point, Phil, Britney might not have survived like 2007 when she had that breakdown of social media existed. Because Cats would have been telling her off herself.
Yeah, they would have memed her to death too.
And,
yeah,
and
that too.
Oh
that
yeah,
too.
that too.
Like when she shaved her head and she was like really going through it, and like she had that
yeah.
breakdown.
I mean, but it would have been all of that, you know.
He wouldn't count in this category, but I just wish DMX had social media.
Oh,
he might have robbed his followers.
Oh,
where you at? I'll meet you
Come
right
to
now.
the pop-up shop.
Come to the pop-up shop.
I have no doubt that DMX would have went live, snorting lines and preaching to you while he was doing it.
Oh yeah,
no doubt.
I fight because I run.
DMX,
motherfuckers gotta go.
DMX posted DMX posted like a throwback photo, and it was like him at 15 in jail.
Oh
yeah.
Oh,
he's like, I ain't new to this.
Yeah, he said, I ain't new to this. I'm like, dog, you bragging about being in jail.
Bragging about that at 55.
Hey, Jim, the Let the Locks Go campaign would have been viral. They would have had T-shirts. Well, they did have T-shirts, but they would have been selling them. They would have had a link in the bio for the Let the Locks Go campaign.
Link in the bio.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Think about all the links in the bios. It would have been like, what's her name? Gloria. Oh, she would have definitely had a link.
Well, I mean, so you're saying, the video vixens are basically they're the precursor.
Models. Yeah, they had to send it. They had their email in the bio. You know, you had to email them.
So there's this one. I guess they call them like SWs, like sex workers, but online sex workers, and they have like the OnlyFans and the private pages. There's this one that Phil and I we're familiar with her work.
That name. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna call her name because Brittany 187.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she was on some show, right, Phil?
Yeah, she was on Bad Girls Club.
Bad Girls Club.
Okay.
So she's like one of the preeminent ones. Like I think one of the shows showed how much she made in a month, and one time she made like $85,000 in a month. Well, obviously the market is more saturated now. But she posted something the other day where she was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. My son's friend is subscribed to my private page." Ooh, and it was just looking like, I mean, you didn't think that was gonna happen. Like,
first of all, how old is her son?
That's what her son like 16.
Yeah, like 16.
Yo, shout out to her son's friend though.
Yo,
first of all, this is what
because you know young boys, right? You know how we all cook each other because that's part of like how you show your homies love is by slander, right? That's what that's man code. So imagine the slander.
So he know everything about mom.
Yo, imagine that.
Everything.
Yeah, like he go over the house and be like, "Oh, I've been in this room before." Like,
why your mom ain't upload the last 2 days?
Your mom got a new tat. That joint is nice.
Yo, hey Phil. I mean, no, it wasn't Phil. It was Vod who said this. Vod, I think you might be on to something. You asked the Twitter own OnlyFans man, right? And I was like, nah. Yeah.
No, I think they do though. Like for real.
But I was doing some research, right? Just for the show's purpose. So I was looking on OnlyFans, and you know how like with certain sites you can log in by creating a login, or you can use your Google or your Facebook. They only have one on there, which is
Twitter.
You already knew that. How you already know that? Anyway,
I mean,
what
research.
But for research purposes,
what it costs to subscribe to one of them jobs?
Well, it depends upon the young ladies. Some of them charge $1 a month.
Oh, they make their own.
They make their own price. They make their own price and they upload their own content.
Okay.
And some of them may or may not have like
they don't even they don't need them no more. It's crazy because they don't even have they sit in their room and just like record allegedly record all kinds of stuff.
But if you got mind control, he could be driving the price. This is what we charging.
Right.
But it's like dog, it's some regular everyday like basic Johns that what I'm saying that I know.
Like the chick and her mom.
But I'm talking about chicks that I like.
Look like she from Kensington.
Chicks that I literally know from the city, like I know them, and they was on Twitter like, go to my OnlyFans, and I'm like, hold up. So I just click on
the city with it
because when you go on their page, it'll tell you how many subscribers they got, and it'll tell you what they charge per month. So I just go on there to be newsy. I'm like Chatty Patty, like how much she making? Charging $19.99 a month. You got 200 people that pay this.
Damn. I'm about to get me a fans only for them ladies that like middle-aged bald dudes. I'm gonna just be on it. I'm gonna just be on that joint doing my everyday.
You joking, but that's a thing, though.
I need some Costanza fans, like some, stocky. That's what I'm gonna call myself.
Like they have people that
short,
charge,
stocky guys,
like chefs and people that are like nutritionists that actually charge too for that. So it's like it's not actually just like
just smut.
busting it open.
Oh, was other stuff on it? Didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I had no clue.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though: if you have a legit business, right? So you're like,
it's a woman that's a dog trainer.
Say you're a nutritionist and you like give out nutrition tips and everything, and you charge per month, yada yada yada. I mean, or a podcast. Oh, we could do only. Never mind. But it's like
we say the real. Like,
how do you
ignorant? Like,
how does that
super
change?
safe? Super safe.
Because now it's like you tell someone to go to your OnlyFans, people are thinking one thing.
Super safe.
The connotation that comes with saying go to my OnlyFans is different now.
I know, like they're gonna be like, "Damn, what are you doing?"
Like, all right.
Imagine y'all had some sort of like special tissue in the tape. Y'all put special stuff there. Y'all tell people, "Yo, go to our OnlyFans."
They're not
gonna be thinking you talking about hip hop.
They
Who you
like,
say that?
What kind of tissue y'all talking about?
and exactly what are you taping?
Like what they wiping off? Like what they wiping off? Hip hop dick pics. Like, come on, man.
I'm being in the kitchen cooking with my shirt off.
Yeah,
it's messed up. Like
what fat boy?
Some good stuff you can do with that, but it got a stigma now, man. Like
they gotta go to Patreon. Go to Patreon.
Patreon don't have the same stigma, but
it don't.
Yet.
But Jim, I told you that that Twitter was selling wolf tickets, man. They said that they were getting rid of all pornographic material come January 1st.
Yeah,
I was like, nah, no way, man.
They're gonna lose like 30% of their usage.
Yeah, it's actually
Instagram gonna cream y'all, literally.
Yeah.
Don't even ask out.
Yeah.
The name of this episode is "Don't Even Ask Out."
Can I ask y'all brothers a question, man?
He just said, "Don't even ask out."
Yeah, this is a different subject, though, man. I gotta ask y'all a Walmart question, man. Walmart has come under some fire. I forgot exactly
because they solar panels been catching on fire.
Fort Pierce, where's that? I'm trying to figure out where it is.
Whatever.
Yeah,
it's wherever. Yeah, it's wherever Khalil Mack
home of
is
Jerome
from.
Brown.
Anybody know where Khalil Mack is from?
Fort
Pierce, something, wherever state Khalil Mack is from.
Okay,
right?
I know what story you're talking about.
So I know y'all remember because we actually talked about the story
Florida.
of Grind Topics on the show. Like before Christmas, Khalil Mack, his Christmas philanthropy act was to go to a Walmart in his hometown. He donated $80,000 so everybody could get their stuff off of Layaway prior to Christmas. So he just basically played Santa Claus for everybody at this Walmart. All right, so that went down. It happened. Now, some of the employees there are under fire because they used $20,000 of that money to put some stuff for themselves on Layaway. And the reason they were able to do that is because there was a miscalculation with Khalil Mack's team. The layaways that they had for Christmas only added up to $60,000. So they used the extra 20 to get some stuff for themselves. I see Vod shaking his head. I'm trying to ask you brothers, like, what they do wrong.
I guess it's how you look at it, right? So
where the money gonna go?
No, but do you contact him and say, listen, you paid everything off, there's still a balance? Yeah, like do you call him and be like, look, you paid off everything, there's a balance left. Like, do you want to just apply it to like, the next people coming in, or do you want your bread back?
Right. So you got to give him the choice.
If it's his intention, maybe he came in like, I want to pay off everything that's on Layaway. Like maybe that was his words.
Obviously, by my question, y'all brothers know that I
would
be one of the employees in trouble.
There are new things on Layaway
because the 86-inch flat screen, it would be under Layaway right now. So no, I feel what y'all saying. So basically, they could have given the money back because I'm only sitting here thinking like, well, I don't want it to go in Walmart's pocket, and they probably would have found a way to steal it themselves legally.
Exactly.
But yeah, I feel you. You gotta let Khalil and them know, like, yo,
You don't want one of them TCL TVs anyway, Dev. from Walmart.
Yo, sometimes them Jones be working better than the big names, though, dog. I ain't gonna hold you.
Got one of them Jones.
I got like
not bad.
I got like an Insignia joint. I don't know who the hell make Insignia. I don't know who makes it. Is that like
the same people that make Sony? I mean,
because I got that plan under DirecTV. It's like you pay $25 extra a month, and any of your electronics that break down, they come out and try to fix it. If they can't fix it, they replace it. Whoa. They definitely replace it with TCL type stuff.
Yeah.
So I had a 50-inch Philips. It was my first ever flat TV. The joint went out. They couldn't fix it, so they sent me a 50-inch TCL, which was a smart TV. It's a pretty good TV. It's a pretty good job. I don't know how long it's going to last, but, you know.
That's cool.
They $25
a month.
Any TV that's free is a good TV. I mean,
even
if you got a
chili
TV
on left eye, John.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But no, like I got an insignia like that I want to get rid of.
Worth like $26.
Yo, I got an insignia that I want to get rid of. I'll be like waiting for it to die, but it won't die.
It won't die. Yeah.
It just won't die. It's like I want to get a Samsung, like, you know what I'm saying? But
matter of fact, I got 2 TCL joints. Doc Bay gave me a TCL back in the day. That joint still work. It don't get no play. It's like a guest room TV. But
yo, speaking of Samsung, dog,
I don't know. You hear that rich talk? That's a guest room TV.
I talk.
Hey, if you a guest at my house, you be lucky.
Well, man, we
get a bed.
We got a Wi-Fi passcode.
We got a lot of little nooks and crannies in the apartment, man.
Yo, Dev guest got like the Prince Harry suite, like.
They got the chateau.
Yo, I stay at Dev crib. I got my own bathroom. I'm like, yo.
I be stealing like stuff from hotels, so I'm safe space until they go out to like 1 million people.
Let's walk the acres and talk about it.
People come, we be trying to leave like the little slippers at the bed. You got hotel robes in the closet.
Whoa! Oh, let's go.
Yo, but hold up though.
Crazy part about this
pillow. Crazy part about this is, yo. No, it's crazy part. He being dead serious, dog. I stayed at their crib. Like me and wife went down there and stayed. Like, yo, got the slippers, the robe. I'm like, this boy got a real hotel in here. So it might say Hyatt, but still.
I be trying to be funny. I'm trying to see who's gonna walk out the room with that shit on. I'm like, Jimmy, are the slippers comfortable, my dog?
I'm like, yo, it might say Hyatt, but still, like,
yo, that's dope. That's a different level of hospitality, man.
Yo, listen though. Speaking of that,
still ghetto though. We got no chocolate mints, man. We got some Swedish fish. Put on the pillow.
I gotta share a video with y'all, right? I saw something like, you know, I love technology. I'm all about the hotness when it comes to tech, but I saw something that might be like taking it too far. So Samsung announced this little robot junk they got, right? It's like it's literally a circle and it rolls around your house and can control every other electronic in your crib.
Damn.
Yeah, no.
And it's getting real Vicky like if y'all watch iRobot, like it's getting I don't know.
Take over. I already feel that I got too much tech in my house. Like,
yeah, man.
Yo, shout out to the Google Homes though. I've been getting my votes in now.
Yeah, on the Google Home Assistant, do you ever just notice that it sits there with like a white light?
Yo, I asked it the other day.
I think that's listen mode.
I asked it the other day. I was like, "Why are you on?" And it was like, "Sometimes I feel like sometimes I think you're talking when you're not." I'm like, Although my Google Home is talking like Issa Rae right now, but that's either here nor there.
Gonna be a lot of domestic crime solved because of Alexa and Google and Siri. And
Alexa definitely done seen and heard some things.
Dog, I be wanting to get rid of the Jones, but you know how convenient it is just to walk in and ask any question.
Yeah.
I can start my car from the joint now.
Yo,
what?
I can start my car from the joint.
Google start my car?
Yep. Google start my car. That's joint. I don't use it much because my joint in the garage. I don't want to kill everybody with the fumes.
I never realized how much of a chatty patty I was till I got a Google Home. I be watching TV like, yo, what's such and such net worth? I be looking up everybody's net worth on the joint because I'm always newsy. Like,
yo, this is what y'all will be experiencing. Vod and Dab. Z was doing the homework and she didn't know the answer, so she just asked Alexa. Alexa was like,
Phil,
"Oh man,
Bull do it."
Oh, it's already.
I'm like, yo, I'm like, you can't do that, cuz I'm only hating because we had to go look in the whole encyclopedia set. And yeah, we got to look at a whole set of encyclopedias.
Like, what you know about the Dewey Decimal System?
Yeah,
man.
Yo,
yeah.
Oh
First of all,
microfiche.
I think next episode we definitely got to continue on this. We got to finally do the technology episode where we're doing comparisons from now till then. We definitely don't have enough time to do it today. This is the alley-oop for next episode because I got
Alexa gonna be
I got bars on this. Life is just different now, man.
Yo, but shout out to y'all though, because I've been getting my all-star vote on now that I didn't know I could do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
something
the greatest
you can do with the Google Home.
Yeah,
That's perfect because I'll be home when we do next episode. I'll actually be home,
Making
and hopefully,
sure.
hopefully that'll be the tissue and the tape Super Bowl because I'll be home on the first. The bowl is on the second.
When we do that show, I'm gonna sit the Google Home right next to me. We just gonna
making sure
she
Alex
gonna,
Caruso
she gonna talk with us on the podcast.
Yo, the greatest thing ever is to ask your Google Home to play Royce the 5'9". That's the greatest thing ever.
Yo,
Royce
D 5 foot 9 inches.
Yeah, I had it play Planet of Asian. She was like, it played like some Asian song. It was crazy, and then it played right after that.
She racist.
Right. And then right after that, it played Anchovies, which is awesome.
Anchovies is one of the greatest. But yo, Phil, you ever seen the video where someone had like a Google Home and Alexa have a conversation?
Yeah. I had Siri in Alexa. I called Siri Alexa and she gets snappy. Yo, do that joint.
Google's very humble. Like if you ask her about Siri or Alexa, she'll say nice things.
Yeah.
Like,
Dog, do you remember Dev? Remember that year we was I think we was coming from the cabin. We was in a car. I know it was James in the car with us. And he like asked his phone something. I think it was Siri.
Oh, he called her a bitch or something.
Yo, and she cussed back at him like,
fuck you talking to?
Yeah, yo.
She said something crazy like that. Like,
start talking back to him. You talking filthy to him.
I don't know if you want to do that though. Something that you got to carry with you every day.
This motherfucker right now.
Yeah, Siri she turned into a Tyler Perry movie on you. You don't want to do that. You got to carry her around all the time.
It'd be an episode of Black Mirror in your pocket.
Yeah, man. Yo, Black Mirror, yo. Oh man, I know we gotta get out of here soon, man. But I gotta bring you brought up Black Mirror, dog. I watched the Black Mirror episode like with the Street Fighter John, man. Like,
dog, crazy.
Dog. Yo, man. I put it like this, man. I'm just gonna call him Dennis Rodman as Lil Wayne would, because
I'm about to say y'all can spoil it. I probably ain't gonna watch.
No, you're gonna watch this episode. Because here's what I'm gonna tell you, right?
I still ain't watched the one that my wife been touting for like 3 years now.
The thing about Black Mirror is like they all don't work together. Like you can just watch any of them. They all stand alone. Like
yeah.
They do tie some things in as
like
you watch all of them.
I gotta watch the one.
It's like a modernized version of the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, but it's about technology. But this episode, cause I'm like, yeah, you're gonna watch it.
I think my wife, she touts this one episode so much, but she like endorses the show for everybody. Like I really think her endorsement, I don't think she's ever seen another episode besides this one. But she out there telling people you gotta watch this show. But
it was so good.
She only talks about this one episode. So I'm yet to watch
which episode? Which episode is it? Like
the joint where you got the credit based on social interactions and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yo, that's the episode
of
that's probably the best one.
No, that's the best one. That one she's talking about is the single best one, but that's also the one I tell anybody to start with. Like if you ever want to watch any of them, because honestly I haven't seen all of them. Right. I just go through each one, like, but that one right there is like, because that's creme de la creme. That shows you what we do for likes, dog.
I keep seeing the trailer for the one with Papa Doc. And I was like, maybe I should just start with that one.
That's the one me and Phil talking about right now.
Yeah.
As Lil Wayne says in the Millie, they be on some
the actual bull that play Papa
Just call him Dennis Rodman. That's all I'm saying. Call him Dennis Rodman.
Clarence Parents.
Captain America. People not gonna like that.
Hey, man.
Captain Falcon.
I mean, that's what happened in the source material. So I mean, they be the same cast that be like, they don't stick to what the comics do, but now they want to stick to what the comics do.
Now it's a tragedy.
This is where we don't want to stick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wait till Miles Morales get on the big screen.
Oh, word.
Yeah,
they got a part 2 of that coming out too.
Yeah, that was great.
The Spider-Verse.
They couldn't let Miles. They couldn't even let Miles get like live action. They had to cartoon that boy.
Yeah,
they draw.
They didn't feel like hiring Michael B. Man, they had to.
He was busy.
They had to let it ride.
Yeah.
He was busy filming Creed.
Yeah, Michael B. was busy, man.
Oh, well, they saving him for whatchamacallit.
Oh, we got
Black Panther 2. Allegedly.
Anyway, man, let's get out of here, gentlemen, man, because we had a lot to discuss off here about this next show, man. Because I tell you one thing, Dev brought it up. Like technology now and then is going to be an amazing episode, but this has been an amazing episode.
Yes, sir.
We talked about so many things, dog. I don't even know like where do we go to title this one, man? Because we just been going on a run, like you know what I'm saying? Like we gonna.
I guess it gotta be something for social media. Anything for likes. Social epidemic. Something we'll figure it out.
Yeah, some fire in our work.
You like it? I love it. Hey, Jimmy, respect he holders.
You already know, man. Listen, Philly Loman is like, you know, the dragon, dog. The funny thing is, I told him the other day, right? I was like, I know if the Niners and the Chiefs play in the bowl, I was like, I already know you're gonna make some artwork for the show.
The fire.
And I was like, it's fire coming everywhere. He's like, it's done already.
Hey, Jim, if we don't get sued, you could bring this show in on some Bobby Caldwell lyrics. You can have Bobby Caldwell in the back. What you won't do for love, what you won't do for likes.
What you won't do
for likes.
What you won't do.
Do for likes.
Everybody thought Bo was black too until like last year.
We should call it fans only. say.
Only, there you go. Yo, only fans for likes. But anyway, Vod, lead us out of here, man. Only fans for likes.
Nice.
Dev got us.
Yes, sir. Y'all know what it is, man. This has been another episode of Safe Space, your new favorite show. For my homies, Jimmy the Blueprint, Philmatic 365, and Davis Backwards, I'm the boy Dev. We out here. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.